Okay, I want to do a little video on this, or sort of little first impressions, I guess. I haven't used it a terrible lot, but probably do another video down the line sometime after I use it a bit more. But I got it like a couple, 2 days ago, something like that. Anyway, I've used it a bit to cut up some kindling and different stuff like that, and it seems to work fairly well. This is the Fiskars little like sort of mini Mauls, 2.5 pound one, and then it's got like that ISO core type handle, which there's quite a few videos of like the 8 pound one that they make, which is it's more or less identical. It's just way bigger. It's like the head is similar shape and the way the handle looks and stuff. So it's supposed to reduce shock and all this kind of stuff. It seems to, the little I've used it, it seems to work fairly well. You can read the stuff there. It kind of shows how I don't know if it's like a fiberglass core in it or how that works, but it's like the sort of the hard plastic and then the sort of soft. This is fairly squishy rubber part on here, and I'm going to talk about blasts apart tough logs. The head won't come off. But anyway, we'll look at it a bit here. Let's see what else it says. Designed by Fiskars in USA, head forged in Taiwan, assembled in Vietnam. So. But it still has the same like lifetime warranty deal. Just some of their tools, like they're made like I think some of them are made in China now, like some of their like machetes and brush axes and stuff, and some of them more, I don't know, specialty stuff or something. But I think all their axes are still made, and like chopping and splitting axes and stuff are still made in Finland. But so it's got a 14-inch handle. It actually has a cover, which is kind of nice. It's sort of similar to that like Estwing, it's like Fireside Friend or whatever it's called. Sort of similar idea, but I think it's 4 pounds. But I don't know. Like this thing seems like it seems like it weighs way more than 2.5 pounds. But I don't know if it's just because the handle weighs basically nothing. It's just the balance of it or something. But you have a hammer on it, which I don't know if that's hardened or not. I would assume that it is. I guess you can tap wedges or hit it with a piece of wood to baton it through kindling or something. But it's got a fairly narrow cutting edge, but it's pretty wedgy. The handle appears to be like I think it's a friction fit type of thing. The head slides up this way, kind of like a pickaxe or a tomahawk, and then there's it's like a rivet, I guess, they put through to hold it. So I guess theoretically you could replace the handle if it ever broke, which I can't see it, because it being a one-handed thing, you're not really going to be coming onto it or have enough to to break it if so I don't know. I'm not sure if it's possible, but I'm sure somebody will figure out a way to break it. But so you can see it's a forging, or like there was the forging marks and stuff that they ground off. But it looks fairly well put together. So anyway, so I used it on like some pallet boards I cut up to make into kindling, and just lay them flat on the chopping block, and you basically just drop the thing on it and it breaks them apart. And I broke up some pieces of firewood that were about this big. Like I didn't have any kindling the other night when I made a fire, and I just used this, and it doesn't take much effort at all and the wood just flies apart. It's just straight grain stuff. It was a little bit more, twisty stuff, a bit more stubborn, but usually if you want to make a little bit of kindling out of the firewood you just dig through and find like, ash or I don't know, beechwood or, something that's nice straight grain, not like big old twisty piece of birch or nasty maple or something like that. But it says on there, Fiskars Pro, ISO core. And his Fiskars on there as well. I don't want to say a whole lot. It's like U7, which I have no idea what that means. And it says Fiskars Pro, 2.5 pounds. If that'll focus, which doesn't want to. There it goes. But you can see that like the head's not going to fly off. It's not going to come. Can't slide back down because of the rivet and everything. It seems fairly well put together, and I'm fairly impressed with how it splits. It seems like it'd be a good little one for, you know, around the wood furnace or backyard fire pit or campground or something where you're basically just breaking up wood that you already, well, because I think most campgrounds a lot now you can't get your own wood. You got to buy firewood from them or something like campgrounds in the States or however it works. But basically just breaking down stuff you already have that's basically like cut up firewood already. So, but it's I guess you could pound wedges with it. I'm not really sure what they figure the hammer part is for, but anyway, it seems pretty decent as far as I can figure. And it's so we'll probably put some more use on it, because I'm going to be going big time into kindling production during the summer. Got a bunch of old beat up pallets that need to be hacked up and turned into kindling for next year. So, but so I think this thing will get lots of use. But it's, you know, it's basically that the head on is like twice as heavy as like a normal hatchet, because they're usually like 1.25 pounds. And it's but you don't really need to swing it too hard, so it makes up for it with the just weight. But so anyway, I didn't see any other. Well, I think there's like one other video on YouTube of this. It's like a short, somebody splitting up some wood with it. But I would have done a little demonstration today, but it's raining outside, so. But maybe I'll do a chopping video with it or something. Get some different sized pieces of wood or something, just see what its capabilities are. Like, it's not meant for breaking up real big stuff, but it seems to do a pretty good job so far with just sort of normal, medium sort of pieces of wood. So, but it seems to be a pretty decent tool. Like most of the Fiskars stuff is pretty decent stuff. Like all their axes and things, I've had good luck with them over the years. So, anyway, thanks for watching. That's just a little sort of first look at it, and put your comments down below, and we will talk to you later.